Hey, welcome back everybody to this vlog series. This is vlog number 7 from the desk of Dr. Rob Robinson, and this vlog is going to focus on listening and how to become a more effective listener. And when I talk to people about communication, I really try to help them understand that communication essentially is an opportunity to become connected with another human being. So the more focused and the more present we are in that conversation or in that communication, the more connected we are to the person we're speaking to. So I put together a few tips to help you consider how to be a better listener and then enhance your communication with the people you're with. So the first tip is really about getting centered in the communication. For example, being able to watch yourself for a moment and ask yourself, am I centered and present for this person? It just is an opportunity to kind of just get set so that when the person begins to speak, you're present and accounted for. And toward that end, the second tip is to try to eliminate distractions. We've all been in situations, and we probably all are guilty of this in some way, shape, or form, that when people are speaking to us, that we're oftentimes distracted and only half plugged in. It might be watching television, it might be playing with an iPhone. We've seen many people, you go out to dinner nowadays and people are out to dinner and no one's really communicating, or someone might be talking and the other person's on their iPhone, and it's a huge distraction. And like Virginia Satir said, 90% of communication is nonverbal. And the message I think that's being sent when someone's trying to speak, and you might be on your iPhone, for example, playing, is that you're not really too tuned into what they're saying, or what they're saying is really not that important. So it's important to eliminate distractions. The third tip in becoming a better listener is working to suspend your own agenda. So it can be challenging sometimes when we need to listen to someone in a relationship where the feedback we might be getting could be about something we may be doing and how we may be making someone feel. And in a situation like that, it's easy to get defensive, even if the person's making an attempt not to criticize and they're not having any harsh startups. But one of the ways to be able to be less defensive while we're listening is really to work at suspending our own agenda temporarily, so that we can really listen to what the other person's saying. If we're defensive, we're only going to be kind of preparing our own comeback in response to what someone's saying, rather than listening to what they really are trying to get to. The fourth tip is to make eye contact. One of the things that I think deepens the sense of connection and communication between people is the ability to make eye contact. Not everyone is comfortable with eye contact, but working to try to make eye contact with someone really plugs you into what the other person might be saying and helps you become more focused and more present and more attentive to what they're trying to say. The fifth tip is to ask questions to inquire about what the other person may be feeling or needing, but not to really interrogate the person. There's a difference between asking questions and saying, why do you think you feel that way, as opposed to, why do you feel that way? Which is a whole other connotation when you ask someone a question with that tone of voice. So we want to try to ask questions that deepen our understanding of the person's point of view, rather than interrogating them and making them feel defensive in the process. And the last tip I would say was probably about not really giving advice necessarily, unless first of all the person's asking for advice, because sometimes people just want someone to listen to them. They might want to just be acknowledged or validated. Someone to say, I really understand that you feel this way because of whatever it was that happened. So it's best not to give advice unless someone's actually asking for advice, and it's certainly not a good idea to give advice unless you really fully understand what the person's feeling and you're able to acknowledge and validate it accurately, so the person says, yeah, that's it, that's exactly how I feel. In that case, it's a much better opportunity then to be able to give advice that would help someone else. So I hope this vlog on listening helps enhance your communication. I appreciate you plugging into our vlog series, and have a great day. This is Dr. Rob Robinson. Thank you.